Hello, and welcome to this HelloID Service Automation product release video for August 2023. HelloID Service Automation is a user management self-service solution designed to delegate user management into the organization. For example, delegate group management, delegate distribution group management, delegate share management. It will help ICT departments to prevent accumulation of licenses and access rights. Please note that in this video, we will only show the new functionality for the August 2023 release. Please go to docs.helloid.com or our YouTube channel for more videos. Let's get started. In this video, we'd like to start with a PowerPoint presentation and then demo the new functionalities for the August 2023 release. We have 3 new features in this release. The first new feature is the release of supporting the Service Automation Cloud and Service Automation Local Agent for product action executions. This feature used to be in a beta stage, but with this release, all underlying features are finished, and therefore this item can be released for everyone. The new product actions run next to the previous product actions, so you can use both of the actions. We encourage you to use the new product actions over the previous product actions, since the new product actions support the native PowerShell functions for log messages, returning data, and furthermore, any other new features in the future will only be released for these new product actions. Our second new feature in this release is an updated design within the My Products overview page. This new design is consistent with the redesign that we have done in previous releases. The new design allows you to filter the overview on the request state as well. Our third and final new feature in this release is the addition of a total records count of a grid and multi-select grid form element. With this new feature, you can easily see the total number of records of the grid or multi-select grid form element. Let's demonstrate these new features. To demonstrate the release of the new product actions, we have prepared a new self-service product called Release Demo 2023.08. This product has a simple form configured containing a grid and a dropdown. The grid uses a static data source containing 3 persons with the properties name, email, and number. The dropdown also has a static data source configured containing 3 roles with the properties name and ID. If you switch to the editor, you will see that the data is loaded into the grid and in the dropdown. And here you can also see the total number of records, which is another new feature in this release. It is available for the single select grid and also for the multi-select grid. Let's take a quick look at the configuration of the old product actions and then move on to the new product actions to see the differences. We have configured a simple custom PowerShell script in the approved state called Add Person to Role Old. These old tasks run on the directory agent and require the usage of special PowerShell functions that only the directory agent understands. For example, the hid write status function will return information messages to HelloID but does not work when executing this PowerShell script locally on the server or any other PowerShell environment. Furthermore, to be able to use variables in your script, for example, form variables, you first have to create variable mapping before you can use these values in your script. Here you can see an example variable mapping for the email property of the grid into the variable person or the name property of the dropdown in the role variable. Let's switch to the new product actions. In the approved state, we have created an action called Add Role to Person New. This configuration screen has a lot of similarities compared to the delegated form task configuration and the PowerShell data source configuration. On the left side, you can configure your PowerShell script, and on the right side, you have multiple configuration options available, such as the request state the scripts need to be executed on, the option to run your script on the Service Automation Cloud Agent or Local Agent, and the Execute PowerShell button to run and test your script. Below, the Known tabs are available to define your task input and to view different types of logging and notification messages received from your script. Just like the delegated form tasks and the PowerShell data sources, these new product actions use native PowerShell functions to communicate with HelloID. so you can use write information, write warning, or write error, for example. Furthermore, you do not need to map any variables before you can use them in your script. By using the right syntax, you can directly use them in your script. To help you with using these variables, we have also added autocomplete support. Just start by typing the $, and a list of available variables is shown. Complex objects with multiple layers of properties are also supported, with an exception of arrays. As an example, you can type the $, and then select Form. Then you can select one of the form elements. We will use the grid for this example, and in the grid we can choose the email, name, or number property to be used. Let's move over to the request history to see the results of the product request containing both the old and the new product actions. We have prepared a few product requests. One of them is approved, and the others are denied or pending approval. We will open the approved product request for further details. All the task information shown in this screen is a combination of the configured old and new product actions. The product request only moves to the next state when all the configured actions, both old and new actions, have been executed successfully or have been marked as succeeded. The task execution overview shows a combination of both the old and new product actions. When clicking on View Log, you will be redirected to the corresponding page containing the log information for the new product actions or the old product actions. To demonstrate the final new feature of this release, we will switch to the user front end to check the My Products page. We have logged into HelloID as an employee and have opened the My Products page. Here you can see an overview of all your product requests and request states. This overview has been updated with a new grid and matches the previous redesign of other pages. We have also split the state column into a request state and a task state in order to give you a better understanding of the current state of the request. You also no longer need to search for the Open Details button. This button is available in the Actions column. The final change on this page is the addition of a filter. Using this filter, you can select the types of requests you want to see in your overview. For example, if you only want to see the pending approvals so you can send a reminder, simply click Pending Approval. Now the overview is refreshed and only contains the request and pending approval states. Thank you so much for watching. Please let us know if you have any additional questions. You can post your question in YouTube or send it to isupport@toolsforever.com. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to receive frequent updates about improvements and changes in HelloID. Have a wonderful day.